All right.
They want him
So
out of there. They
they don't want
regret
him,
that
dude.
contract.
They don't want
Is
him there, but that's the problem. They should want him there. And then
no.
Why?
Kyrie Irving, I agree with you. If they had Kyrie Irving, they would be much better. However, the issue is not that Jimmy Butler is not a
Okay.
number one. Because if Kyrie Irving was there, we'll see Jimmy Butler shine more than he ever has on any team. And to go along with Bam Adebayo, you'll see Bam Adebayo look like a great number two because Bam Adebayo is so underrated. But in order to do that, you're gonna need to have a center. I don't know what Eric Spoelstra is thinking. Keep playing Bam Adebayo at the five. It's stupid. I don't care if he's a coach who knows more basketball than me. I don't care. I know enough basketball to say Eric Spoelstra is coaching stupid by putting Bam Adebayo
So
at the
Kevin
five.
Love should be the 5.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. But I am saying that they need to go
Cody
out and
Zeller.
draft the number five.
Cody Zeller.
Cody Zeller will give you 8 good minutes. Let Cody Zeller give you 8 good minutes.
And that's
Let,
enough to stop
let
Clint
Kevin
Capella.
Love give. If Kevin Love and Cody Zeller gave you 20 minutes combined, they'll probably win that game. But they
Nope.
didn't.
Nope.
Yes,
John
yes,
Collins.
because
All right. If
Because
Kevin Love
Cody
plays
Zeller
the
boxes
game,
out,
if Kevin Love plays that game,
right?
if he plays 15 minutes, 20 minutes,
Right?
John Collins has a better game. He gets 20 points.
100%.
Why? Because
A
he runs.
hundred percent.
They're gonna be running the floor. Yo,
No, see,
Run
that's where you're wrong.
Kevin Love
You know
right
who's gonna
off
be
the
guarding him in
floor.
that situation? You know, Bam Adebayo will have to pick him up, and Kevin Love will have to pick up Clint Capella. That's what will change. That's what will change.
And
You
Love
know,
is
you
and
know
Love
why?
is gonna stop Capella off the boards.
You know why? Cause his girth. Kevin Love knows how to box out better than Bam Adebayo.
and
You
then Clint
watch Kevin
Capella,
Love box out; he boxes out better than Bam Adebayo,
Capella
and
Phil
Cody Zeller
Capella is
does too.
destroying Love at this point of his career on the boards.
destroying him,
No, because
Destroying.
and that maybe
destroying him.
maybe if you run a fast break, but in the half court, he's gonna be able to box him out. Clint Capella's gonna have to tip it, and it's a 50-50 ball when it's up in the air. Miami will have a chance at those
He's
rebounds,
gonna tip
but
the
he
ball.
didn't. Huh?
It's a lot of
Kevin Love's gonna tip the
excuses,
ball.
man.
Huh?
If
Kevin
Kevin
Love.
Love and Duncan Robinson is your savior, yeah,
No,
you didn't have
no,
much of a
they're not.
shot to begin with.
I'm not saying they're the savior. But if you could get Cody Zeller, Kevin Love, and Duncan Robinson, if you had those three players, and they gave you, if they could give you what 10, 6, if they could give you 22 points, if they could give you, let's just say, 12 rebounds, and 22 points, 12 rebounds. Combined, they win that game. And they could do that. But Eric Spoelstra don't play them enough. Eric Spoelstra is probably the problem in Miami. I'm not going to say he should be fired or anything, but he's not coaching good. He has not coached good this year. That's the issue. He did not coach good this year.
He didn't
That's
coach
the issue.
good. Damn,
Disagree.
44 wins.
I
I
will.
disagree.
Right.
Ah,
I disagree.
Disagree.
44
The
wins. He didn't
fact
coach good. Nah, the fact that roster's been going through so much this whole entire year for them to get to this point, that's somewhat of good coaching. There's some good coaching and there's some merit.
I think I
there's
think
some
Eric
merit, but
Spoelstra is pulling out more from this roster than this roster should be even producing.
I agree.
I'll even say that. I'll go as far as
no,
to say
in a
that.
I
one game
totally
series, in a
agree.
one game series, see, you focusing on, I'm focusing on this one game series. If you look at the one game series, and even last year in the playoffs, Eric Spoelstra relies on these rough, tough people who you don't expect much from to like get a lot of minutes. Like Max Struess. Max Struess should not be playing so much minutes. I watched this man's game.
Max
He
Strus
is not that good.
played his way into a starting position.
He played his way, and you know what he does in the starting lineup? Not much. Gabe Vincent, you know what he does in the starting lineup? Not much. You playing these guys because they're hard workers, and I respect that. They deserve to be in the NBA. I respect that a lot. But stop playing them so much minutes just because they're hard
All
workers.
right,
You need people
I'll say this,
who
and then
fit.
I'll say this, and we'll just agree to disagree. They paid Duncan Robinson $100 million.
Right.
If you think that they don't want to play Duncan Robinson for no reason at all, you are absolutely crazy. They don't want $100 million man just sitting on the bench just because. He's not out there for a
I'm
big
not saying
reason.
he's not out there because he lost confidence. You know why he lost confidence? Because when he was going through a drought, they stopped allowing him to fight through that drought on the court. He was missing shots, and they put him on the bench. And from there, they just stopped playing him rather than letting him stay out there and fight through it.
I don't
That's
even
how you
wanna,
develop
I
by
don't even want to
fighting
look
through.
at. I don't even look at his defensive numbers.
He's not a defensive specialist. I don't care about defense with Duncan Robinson. I care about
He's
three-point
6'5". He's
shooting
six
and
five. I
spreading
mean
the
six
floor.
six. So
He's six
So
six, six
that's
seven.
all that matters.
so I'm
6'7".
supposed
That's
to
all that matters.
so I'm supposed to believe in a guy who went from 44% to 40%
But
to 37% to 32%.
he's a shooter.
That's one heck of a drought for
But
me.
look at that.
Sorry.
He's a shooter. He's a
that
shooter, and he got
he's a
less and less
shooter. No,
opposition. He
This is
got less
I
and less
gave you
opportunity.
yearly percentage
try,
from three totals.
But yes, but look at the minutes with
you
those
don't
yearly.
drop.
Look at those minutes.
You
They're
don't.
His minutes
declining.
dropped.
Oh no.
It
There's more
dropped
money
because
and
they
they're
stopped playing
declining.
him.
So
That's
you
not
think
good.
Because
more
they
minutes
stopped
are gonna
playing him.
make those numbers
I'm
increase?
not saying that. I'm saying
They're
have
declining
him.
for a
I
reason.
say you gotta have him have opportunities. And you brought up something that's a good point. He's gotten paid $100 million. So play the man. And if he fails, then let him fail. Let him fall on
Oh,
his.
he failed.
No,
He failed.
but
You
then,
He
don't know that
definitely
nah,
failed.
but
That's why
because he's
he's
still
on the
under
bench.
contract. So
nah,
put
you,
him out there. He's still
nah.
under
Hold up.
contract.
There's
Put
no,
him out there.
nah, that's not fair. I disagree with that last point. You know why? Because if
That's
he was doing if he's getting paid $100 million, he was doing that, you would be chewing him alive. You know it. You know
yes,
you'd be
I
chewing him
would.
alive.
You're 100%
So
right.
then why
You're
you not doing it
100%
now?